Well, ladies and gents, this is the first of our title bouts. This is bout number 12, sponsored by Apex Mouthguards. This is a female amateur flyweight championship bout. Introducing your fighters, first of all, in the blue corner. She stands at 5'3" tall. She's an MMA record of 7 wins, 3 losses and no draws. From the Netherlands, representing Impact Fit. She weighed in at 57.1 kilograms. Please put your hands together for Kelly Hamming. Facing her across the cage in the red corner, it's her opponent. She stands at 5'4" tall. She's a perfect record of 4 wins, no losses, and no draws. From England, representing TFT MMA, she weighed in at 57.1 kilograms. Please put your hands together for the Wildcat, Katrina Fisher.
And here we go.
We're scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds. Your referee, Trevor Mitchell. The action is about to begin.
As we move into the first fight of the final section of this card, our title bout section. Officials are out, cage door is locked. Trevor Mitchell checking both fighters already, and we are underway. As our MC Nathan Reed said, 5 3-minute rounds should we need them. And it's instantly Fisher on the front foot, but Hammond looking to land a low leg kick. Fisher though straight in on this double leg takedown, and she gets it.
Straight away, she manages to drive in, get that double leg grip locked. Seems to be doing a good job of dealing with the legs. Look at Hamming managing to keep that single butterfly hook in and framing on the head and getting back to her feet, but Fisher right back on her.
It was great work from Hammond to get straight to the feet, but it's this relentless pressure from Fisher that we have seen so many previous opponents struggle with. But Hammond again looking to get to her feet straight away here. Good work.
Excellent work from Hamming. Obviously, Katrina typically overwhelms her opponents with this really solid wrestling approach. It will be interesting to see who gives first. Can Katrina keep taking Hamming down, or can Hamming keep getting up? And it'd be interesting to see who this takes more out of.
Yes, of course, because yes, defending this wrestling is tiresome, but the offensive side of things is just as tiresome.
Yeah, it's almost like a battle of wills here. Katrina doing a good job with a head position, and they're almost like knee pummeling. Obviously, everyone knows about pummeling with the upper body, trying to get overhooks and underhooks, but knee position in these exchanges is just as important. Katrina trying to drive her knee either into the middle or behind the legs of Hamming. Hamming trying to not allow that to happen, keep her legs in strong position. She's gone for a Merkel. That was a very unusual amateur wrestling style move, a Merkel hook that she managed to reverse the position with. Very interesting.
Nice knee there though to the body from Fisher.
Yeah, it was a solid knee from Fisher.
Both women taking a small rest there against the cage, which is well deserved after this frantic start. Hammond almost went for a judo throw then. Fisher just falling short with a shot on the exit.
Yeah, Hamming I think landed that left hook on the break. Obviously Hamming not going for the full-on Merkel, but using the Merkel hook to reverse the position on the fence. That's very interesting, but also it's not something you're going to commonly see in training. Fisher seems to have a bit more sting on her shots, but is being ever so slightly more physical with them. Hamming seems to be a little bit more efficient.
And this is where you wonder, is this where the experience comes into play? And as I say that, Fisher gets about to the floor once more. But as we've said there before, overwhelmingly, we normally see Fisher in these fights. We see her dominating from beginning to end. Does the experience of Hammond come into play here?
Yeah, like Hammond seems to be very aware she's got 5 rounds to work with and isn't forcing anything just yet. Obviously, I would say that is Fisher's round quite decisively, but it will be interesting to see who's got more to put into the next 4 rounds after that.
It certainly will. Interesting just to see that calf kick getting utilised as well from Hamming. Numerous times, yes, Fisher did seem to check it or at least get a leg out the way for most of them. But I think we could be in for a real fight here, Harry.
Yeah, it's like both of them are making adjustments based on what each other are doing. Like obviously, Hamming managing to get up, getting that takedown defense working a bit better. Then Fisher kind of threatening the takedown to land the right hand and then coming back under with the takedown. Very interesting. It'll be interesting to see if both fighters can maintain this torrid pace for the next 4 rounds.
As we did mention as well, of course, Katrina Fisher was originally meant to be facing Molly Lindsay. Molly unfortunately had to pull out of the contest. So it's certainly not short notice, but Hamming has taken this without a full camp. It'll be interesting to see if then that relentless pressure of Fisher that we're so used to seeing really comes to fruition as these rounds wear on.
Fisher's come close with that lead left high kick a few times. Hamming managed to land another solid low kick as this round started. Hamming. I was about to say Hamming moving forward. Got to be careful that Fisher doesn't shoot in. Fisher's big lift.
Nice takedown and straight into side control.
She's got an arm trapped.
Could look to crucifix, but Hamming instantly getting to work here, trying to better her position. But she could find herself stuck. She's going to try and get out the back door. But Fisher doing a good job to move and keep Hamming at bay.
Yeah, Fisher trying to isolate the arm. Now this is a position where Hamming is definitely having to use more energy than Fisher here. 100%. It's not like those fence wrestling exchanges where both fighters are using a ton of energy. This is definitely more taxing for Hamming as Fisher
looks to step over into mount here and gets it. This is a position.
About, and Hamming,
but Hamming does a great job to get out.
Struggle to get back to her feet, but real like crafty escape, recognizing that the mount wasn't quite consolidated, and then wall walking and using the wall to enhance her bridge. See Fisher, big energy takedown,
and
beautiful
nice right hand there from Fisher.
Hamming walking straight into that takedown. Fisher timing it beautifully, catching Hamming just in a position where she couldn't sprawl, and then just driving her straight down to the mat. Now, because Hamming's been using the fence to such good effect to stand up, it's going to be interesting to see if Katrina can get more off. Oh, and a beautiful little kick to a stand-up. I couldn't tell if that hurt Katrina. She kind of stopped a split second afterwards. But this fight has been spectacular so far.
It's been extremely high paced, and this is exactly what we were saying when we were previewing it as both women were making the walk to the cage, that the experience of Hamming could really play a big part. Again, though, as I say that, Fisher tags her with her right hand.
Yeah, it's like Hamming's doing a good job of keeping herself safe and getting back to the feet, but the offense has really been on the side of Fisher so far with the big takedowns, the wrestling, the right hands. Hamming's been landing some good kicks. Now that she defended a takedown there. Beautiful left high kick.
High kick. 26 seconds left here in this second of 5 rounds. Should we need them, with this being for a Rise and Conquer title? And it certainly seems, as you said before, Fisher's the one that has the most sting in her shots.
Yeah, like Hamming is doing a good job of keeping herself safe. It looks like she's building into the fight. But I would say this is another round for Fisher. Fisher could be 2 rounds up going into round number 3.
And that is it for the second round. Fisher looking happy there.
Like obviously, having plenty of gas left in the tank is good, but you need to expend that energy to get your offense out there, and that is what Fisher's been doing. Fisher is with the big wrestling offense, the right hands, the left high kick has come close a few times. Hamming, though, has landed a few good teeps, good low kicks, some solid jabs, and is doing a beautiful job of getting back to her feet. However, she needs to put her foot on the gas here to start taking control of this fight. It's just every time she tries to do that and steps in hard on Fisher, Fisher double legs her.
Here we go, the last few words of advice from the corners here as we head into the third of 5 potential rounds. Big deep breath from Hamming there. Fisher still looking like she's got a lot of energy left in the tank to expend. And we're straight back underway here.
Nice jab. Both fighters looking very fresh to start this third round.
Nice backhand there from Hamming.
Another jab from Hamming. I feel like Fisher's going to try and land that right hand over the top in a couple of jabs time.
Nice, again that right hand there from Hamming.
Fisher going more for an upper body clinch.
And
Hamming,
again.
Yeah, I was going to say Hamming landing on the break. I feel like, in the upper body exchanges, they are both they're very tit for tat, they're very even, whereas it's the lower body exchanges, the lower body wrestling that Fisher seems to be the more dominant in.
It's interesting to see that Hammond hasn't opted to go for any of these kicks yet. The kicks that she seemed to be having success with on that lead calf of Fisher. She's up, and as I say that, she looks for them, but it seems to certainly be the strikes up top that she's looking for in this round. You wonder what's been said by her corner, if her corner has made her aware that she is likely 2 rounds down.
Yeah, maybe she doesn't want to get a leg caught, maybe she's just waiting for her opportunity, or maybe she just ate her right hand throwing a kick and it put her off. Like, that's happened in a lot of fights.
And again, as you say, it happens, looking for a judo throw, but Fisher doing a great job of making sure she doesn't get it. Left hand from Hamming.
Yeah,
Fisher sticks her tongue out there.
I feel like it is the wrestling offense of Fisher that is putting Hamming off her kicking game. Hamming switching southpaw for the first time this fight.
Interesting to see what comes from this.
Looks like she might be lining up a left high kick, but no. She sneaks the right low kick in. That one landed better than any that she's thrown in a little while, but Fisher wise to the second one.
Back to orthodox, yeah, orthodox against orthodox.
Good right hand from Fisher.
Firing that just so clean down the pipe, but Hammond coming back with a couple of shots of her own.
And so this round has been very close, very tit for tat.
Another leg kick there from Hamming.
I would argue Hamming is ahead in the exchanges, just with a few of her right hands, but it would take one big takedown in a solid position from Fisher, and that could mean Fisher could potentially be 3 rounds up.
What do you make of Hammond's defense, I guess, going into when Fisher comes forward? She's always looking for that judo throw, that judo trip over the hip.
I mean, it would be spectacular if she got it, but I think what she's doing is she's using the threat of it to break the grip of Katrina. Just as I'm saying this, Katrina manages to get that grip locked and finish this takedown. Hamming managing a wall walk, but Fisher getting closer and closer to that mount. Hamming just about managing to keep that butterfly hook in.
Nice work here. 10 seconds to go and a big end to the round for Katrina Fisher.
Again, putting a stamp on round number 3. This could potentially mean she is 3 rounds up. This means that Hamming might have to pull something really special out of the bag in the championship rounds.
I wonder if it's just not sitting right, or if Hamming has damaged her left hand. She's now leaning against it twice now. Just as she stands, she's twisting and moving her hand, just almost checking her wrist. I wonder if she's damaged her hand. As she's standing now, she's wrestling with her full body weight against it as well.
Yeah,
just be something interesting to watch as we go on.
That's an unusual posture to take. She did manage to land a few stiff jabs in the previous rounds, or it could have potentially been in a grappling exchange.
But as we see here, Andrew Fisher in the corner of Katrina, and it's been some good work from the TFT woman.
Yeah.
Apologies there if our microphones picked up any advice from the crowd. And here we go, 4th of 5 rounds, should we need them, in what has been an extremely intriguing contest between Kelly Hammond and Katrina Fisher.
Hammond coming out aggressive. Katrina checking that calf kick. She's probably checked more than she's taken recently.
Fires one back of her own.
And it was the left hand. Again, the fact that they throw it doesn't necessarily mean they don't have an injury.
Yeah.
So, interesting to keep an eye on. Faking with it.
Back there, switching again.
It's interesting what she's trying to set up with that southpaw stance, because typically when she's gone southpaw, she's thrown the right low kick just from a slightly different angle.
Nice overhand right from Hamming there. Stiff shot from Katrina, gets a smile from Fisher.
I was going to say both fighters seem to land in that exchange.
For me, this is exactly the sort of fight that we needed to see Katrina Fisher in, to really see where she is.
Yeah, definitely. Good, solid test, strong opposition. Hamming having twice the number of fights of Katrina, or more than twice the number of fights of Katrina. And she is thus far passing this test with flying colours. You see, championship rounds now. Just taking a second to be on the back foot. I feel like as the round starts to draw to a close, we're going to get another double leg attempt.
And would you look at that, Harry, as you say it. But again, Hamming getting that whizzer, getting it back to the feet.
This was a solid defense from Hamming, but she didn't quite get any of her own offense going off it.
As much as I feel like Hammond's going into this fight, Katrina Fisher is still the one dominating and dictating the flow of this. And gets another takedown.
Yeah, and it seems like earlier on in the fight where we were asking the question, who is this going to take more out of? It seems to be taking more out of Hamming. Katrina's wrestling offense has stayed the course of the fight.
It's been very systematic work from Fisher here, from beginning to end, like you say. Plenty feints to start with, getting towards the end of the round, getting the double leg takedown and really putting her mark on the ends of the round.
Yeah, and obviously Hamming doing a beautiful job getting back to her feet. Again, really solid cage get-ups, but just getting up off the back of, getting up off your back and wall walking doesn't win you a fight. She needs to get some of her own offense going, and she does there. Lands a good right hand on the break of the clinch.
10 seconds to go in this fourth and final round. And Katrina Fisher wraps it up with another takedown as we head into this fifth and final round. Harry, for my money, Kelly Hamming needs a finish.
Yeah, Kelly Hamming really does need a finish. I feel like I'm not sure what could be the finish. Obviously, if you sell out trying to knock Katrina out, you are risking giving your hips up. If you sell out on a guillotine, you're risking being on your back if you fail. But she's down 4 rounds, so she might as well go for broke. Well, to my money, she's down 4 rounds. Obviously, I'm not a judge. My scorecards are not official, but I feel like Fisher has kept up a good, consistent body of work throughout this fight that has just kept her ahead on every single round in my completely unofficial scorecard.
And here we go, just last words of advice there from Andrew Fisher, who's had a very good night here at Rise and Conquer with his team, picking up plenty of wins. Will this be another one for Katrina Fisher? Touch of gloves here before we get this fifth and final round of action underway, and we're straight to it. And it's early in the round, and Hamming's fighting like a girl here who knows she needs a stoppage, but Fisher has other ideas and gets the fight to the mat extremely early.
Yeah, Hamming getting on that overhook again, getting her back to the fence, but Katrina seems to have much better control of the legs than she has in previous rounds. But Hamming's up again. Katrina lands a knee. Hamming now firing that left high kick from southpaw finally. Katrina shooting again. Hamming trying to throw.
And nearly giving up her back.
Getting
Nice
top position
scramble
in the scramble.
And again, this is where that experience comes in. What can Kelly Hamming do in the next 2 minutes? Or can Katrina Fisher see this out to, for our money, pick up that belt?
Yeah, Katrina threatening with the triangles, threatening with the sort of like double rubber guard. But the fact that Katrina has got her guard back keeps her much safer. She's going for the arm, but in that attempt, Hamming has passed. Katrina getting back to her feet though. Hamming grabbing onto the back body lock.
This has been a fantastic way to open our title championship section of the card. And look, it looks like Hamming. Oh, a big head kick there from Hamming.
Hamming trying that throw again, but Katrina wise to it this time.
That is great work from Fisher to get that takedown there, because that looked like it hurt.
Yeah, ducking into a high kick is never good.
And like we said, that can't be one shot that changes the fight, and that almost was.
Yeah, Hamming now getting her back against the fence again. Katrina doing a better job of stapling that bottom leg with her shin. Hamming managing to clear it and getting back to her feet again. Absolutely anything can happen. Katrina clearly ahead in this fight.
And getting yet another takedown with a minute ago, tying the legs up.
And this time getting more of a dominant position, getting that mount, getting that leg lace. Hamming, however, keeping her back against the fence.
This has been a fantastic fight here, Harry.
I mean, this has been the most decisive position for Katrina the whole fight. Katrina now has mount.
40 seconds to work here in mount. Can Katrina Fisher get yet another finish?
Hamming has been tough so far and has fought herself out of every single bad position, but she only has 20 seconds to try and do something.
But she is still looking to.
She's still looking to. She has not given up on herself one bit. Katrina still trying to pile the offense on as there are 10 seconds left. She is not sitting on her lead. She's trying to go for the finish. Hamming throwing the
looking
legs
for an
up.
armbar.
And a very illegal
kick.
up kick and some...
And it looked like, yes, apologies there if that was picked up by anyone.
Yeah, that was a very illegal up kick.
And it is 1 point off for Hamming, which for my money all but seals this result. 5 seconds left to go. And it is all over. What a fantastic fight. And what a way to open the championship title part of this card. Harry, on your unofficial scorecards, how are you seeing that?
I mean, I would say that is every round to Fisher. Obviously, with the point deduction as well, that is quite a I think the scorecards doesn't do justice to how competitive that fight was. I would give every round to Katrina, but that was a tough fight.
We'll throw it in Nathan for the official result.
All right, ladies and gents, once again, please put your hands together for both of our warriors inside the cage. What a fantastic fight we've just witnessed. Once again, this is the first of our title bouts. We have your winner after 5 hard-fought 3-minute rounds. We go to your judges' scorecards. And we have your winner by way of unanimous decision in favor of the red corner, Katrina Fisher. Your new flyweight champion. Also, please put your hands together for your runner-up, Kelly Hamming. Jake Smith from Fighting Talk's gonna have a word with Katrina, your winner.
Your new flyweight champion, Katrina. You said it was a long time coming. You eventually got that gold on your shoulder. Just how does that feel?
I mean, let us get my breath back, Jay. No, it feels really good. Like, I think I was meant to have this fight about 4 times, so it's been a long time coming. Eventually, when I have gotten the fight, I've gotten a really worthy opponent in the form of Kelly. She's 7-3. She's got so much more experience than me, and she really brought it to the cage, and I really love fighting with her, so it feels absolutely, sorry for swearing, fucking amazing. And I just want to say a massive thank you to all the people who are here to support us tonight, to my husband, who's the best coach in the world, all my sparring and training partners. I've got them all here watching us today, like all the women who've given up their time for me. I really appreciate you all. And thank you TFT, thank you.
Well, we'll leave it at that. Your new flyweight champion, Katrina Fisher.